Today I have the honor and the pleasure to talk to Dr. Guy Diedrich. Guy, you are the Global Innovation Officer at Cisco Systems, and you talk to many leaders in different countries. And countries can benefit from technology and drive the transformation in their country. And you are heading the Country Digital Acceleration Program. Can you explain a little bit more about the program, what it is, and why it has been set up?
Well, Country Digital Acceleration was started about 5 years ago, and it was in response to all of the national digital agendas that were being released at the time. You know, countries had worked many years on producing what they thought were their national digital priorities. They would release these agendas to much fanfare, and then they would really stall because there wasn't an execution plan. And so Cisco stepped in. We developed a process whereby we could take those national digital agendas, break them out into digital architectures for the entire country, execution plans, individual projects, and budgets. And that allows those countries to start executing. And Cisco will partner with those countries, with those presidents and prime ministers and the rest of the government ministries to help them drive those. We'll invest in pilot projects. We'll work with them as a trusted technology partner throughout that journey. And we now have 34 countries that are participating in the CDA program, representing about 75% of global GDP and 60% of the world's population.
It's an impressive program. And how does this program help in times of lockdown and in time of crisis as we're now in? Can you share some examples with us?
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, what we've found in this time of COVID is that because of all of the investments that we made in building relationships and building trust over the last 5 years with our CDA countries, that we were able to pivot very quickly. Pivot away from the things that would be considered business as usual and towards projects that are very COVID-19 specific. And in fact, we were able, within 10 days from the national lockdown, to solicit, vet, fund, and start execution on about 70 projects in 25 countries that were very specific to helping those countries respond to the COVID-19 pandemic. Examples, we have a project in Torino, Italy, where on a Friday, the government had to shut down. And so the entire government couldn't respond to the needs of the citizens. But by Monday morning, that government was up and functioning again. The city council was meeting, albeit they were meeting virtually, whereas they were used to meeting face to face, but they were still actively engaged and being able to make decisions at a very critical time. That all happened over a weekend. Another example are nursing homes. You know, one of the great tragedies of this pandemic is that patients and residents in nursing homes can't have contact with their family members on the outside. So we were able to set up video presence units, telepresence units, and connect those families by WebEx so they could remain calm and remain connected during this crisis. Another example would be in Brazil, where all of a sudden the court system had to shut down because people couldn't come to court. And we were able to work with the Ministry of Justice to be able to allow the court system to continue working virtually, and so the wheels of justice could keep turning in Brazil. There are dozens and dozens of examples of projects, but it gives you an idea of the breadth of things that we were able to do through CDA.
And the acceleration program, it's a long-term program. Can you give a glimpse of what we can expect in the near future?
Well, one of the things that we found during this COVID-19 crisis is that, you know, data is a currency in the digital age, but the real currency of the digital age is trust. And so looking into the future, sure, we're going to continue to bring on more and more countries to the CDA program. And we're going to be doubling down and investing more in some of our existing countries. But really, we're looking to continue to build the trust with governments around the world, because trust is what allows you to move quickly. Trust is what allows you to pivot very fast when an emergency or another circumstance that isn't planned for occurs. So we're going to continue this program as long as we are meeting the needs of countries and bettering the lives of the citizens of those countries. Country Digital Acceleration as a program will always have a place.
Guy, it was a real pleasure of having you in our show. And for the audience, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.
Thank you.